Hey, this is Sayed Rajan. I'm coming to you with some more Forex trading strategies. Today we're on part 3 of our support and resistance video series. And right now I'm going to teach you how to measure the strength of your support or your resistance so that you know whether it's good enough to get into a trade or not. I'm also going to be teaching you two quick methods to make sure that you know, I'm going to teach you two quick methods to make money using only supports and resistances that you can start implementing and practicing right now on your demo account. I always preach that you should practice on your demo account first before you get into a real account, so you are familiar with the indicators and whatever else you need to be looking out for, which we will be covering through all of these videos. But it's something that you kind of want to become second nature so that you're not getting into trades and then halfway through the trade you're like, oh snap, am I supposed to be getting out of the trade? Am I supposed to be in this trade? What am I supposed to be doing? I want to be able to make sure that you are going to know exactly what to do all the time. And like I said, demo account first, real account after. Let's get into supports and resistances so I can teach you guys how to make some good trades and how to implement some good systems to make some money today if you wanted to off supports and resistances alone. So in our first and our second video, we were speaking about supports and resistances, what supports and resistances were, and how to not get misled by exact numbered supports and resistances if you're just trying to pay attention to whether or not the currency is going to be bouncing off the top or whether or not the currency is going to be bouncing off the bottom. You want to make sure that you know the zones of supports and resistances, and we cover that in chapter 2. In video 3, we're actually going to be talking about, sorry, I said chapter 2, video 2. But anyways, in video 3, we're going to be talking about supports and resistances and their strengths and how you can actually use them to trade two separate methods that I teach. So one of the methods is the strong support or the strong resistance breakout. Now, I'm going to be using the same example, the same charts as I was using in the last videos. I was using the hourly charts and they were pretty zoomed out. I zoomed in and I'm using the 4-hourly charts. And to use the 4-hourly charts is step 1 for me. And the first step is to use longer chart horizons to make sure that you're trading your shorter chart horizons according to what the current trend is. Now, what I usually recommend is to check the hourlies or the 4-hourlies or even the dailies at times to see where really strong supports and resistances are, because these are chart horizons with lots of candlesticks bunched into one single candlestick that you can actually measure how strong the currency is moving towards a single point on the charts. So if you notice over here, when I moved up to the 4-hourly charts, I was able to get a clear indication right around here that there was a really strong resistance. Now think about this for a second, guys. For 4 hours, it bounced and didn't break this line right here. It bounced and didn't break this line right here. 12 hours, 16, 20, 24, 28. It took almost 32 hours for this candlestick to break through this line right here, which means that this is an extremely strong resistance. And the same thing would go in the bearish side of things as well. This chart was flipped upside down and they were bouncing off this line and this line. And actually you can even look at this line as kind of a strong support right here because it's bounced. The currency has bounced off it a couple times. It's good. It's a good way of noticing whether or not the support or the resistance is strong. And like I said, if you're doing it on longer chart horizons, it's a great indication that you have a strong support or a strong resistance. So that's the first thing I wanted to get to you guys out and get out to you guys in this video, is that the strength of the support and the resistance depends on the amount of times that the currency has bounced off of it. All right, so number 2, the next thing you need to know is that the momentum from the chart is going to, the momentum from the breakout is going to depend on how strong your support or your resistance is. And remember how we tell how strong the support or resistance is? It's how many times the currency has bounced off that single point. So what you want to make sure is that if you're getting into a bullish trade right here, that as soon as it breaks this line, if you've seen that it's been, even though it's broken this line once already before, you're noticing that it hasn't broken the line in 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 hours, that if it breaks the line by even 2 pips, that you want to get into this trade and you want to get into this trade quickly. You don't even need to pay attention to the trends when it comes to this trade, whether your currency is trending upwards or downwards, because this is a scalping method. You're in this for 5 to 10 pips max. And it really depends on what your trading strategy is, on whether you're trying to get 5 to 10 pips. I don't recommend more than 10 pips. And when I say 5 to 10 pips, I mean 5 to 10 pips minus your spread. So if your spread is 2, you're going for 3 pips. If your spread is 2 and you're going for 10 pips, you're actually going for 8 pips. Don't forget that. You want to make sure that you account for your spread when it comes to taking profit. You want to go for 10 minus the spread, 5 minus the spread, 7 minus the spread. I'd say between 5 and 10 is a great way to really get a good scalping strategy down. So what I would do is 2 pips into this trade, moving above this line right here, and the horizontal line being at 102.924. If it breaks it and goes to 102.926, I'm getting into this trade right away. And I'm going bullish, and I'm waiting for it to give me about 5 pips of profit, between 5 pips to 10 pips of profit. And that's after my spread as well. So make sure that you guys are paying attention to that and take your profit right away. You don't want to get greedy because these are just breakouts. You're not using any sort of other indicators, and you don't want to get screwed over by market hesitance. These are just great trades to take as scalps, and they work almost every time. You might lose a couple times, but I'd say almost 8 times out of 10 you're going to be winning these trades. So make sure that you take them, and make sure that you set your exit strategy as something extremely low. So I mean, if it breaks back even 3 pips, you want to get out of it right away because it's a scalp. You don't want to be risking more than you're actually trying to get. You want to be risking a lot less than what you're trying to make. So keep aware of that. So that's one strategy. The next strategy is going to be that you can also use it as channels. Like I said right here, if you have a currency that's has a really strong support and a really strong resistance, and you notice that for a couple candlesticks it's bouncing off, and then for a couple candlesticks it's bouncing off down here, and then for a couple candlesticks it's bouncing off up here, and then for a couple candlesticks it's bouncing down here. You can play that. You can actually have a lot of fun playing that. You can actually just get into trades and go short right at the top over here and wait till it moves back down, and then go long, close that trade off and go long when it gets to the bottom over here and take it all the way to the top. It's called channeling, and it's a great way to make money. I will show you other indicators later on that will teach you how to make channeling a lot better. I would highly recommend you only working with the breakout for now and practicing with the channeling on your demo accounts for a little bit. But once you start getting the pickup, once you start picking up what strong supports and strong resistances are, you'll really be able to get a good grasp of this channeling and of the breakout, and you're going to be making a lot of money using these methods alone. Now, we haven't even gotten to the cream of the crop yet, so keep paying attention. I'm going to be getting into a lot more good stuff when it comes to supports and resistances. Show you how to make sure that you're not losing any money. Show you how to make sure that you know what supports and resistances can become once the currency is actually broken out of it. Just make sure that you subscribe to my channel above so you can get access to all my videos. Subscribe to my newsletter below. You'll get my free lot calculator where you can actually throw in your budget inside the calculator, and it will spit out exactly how much you should be trading per trade, so you can trade under any budget you want, no matter what. I'll also be giving you my own trading strategy that I use every single day. It's my day trading strategy, so you can start practicing on a demo account right now, so you can start making money next week if you keep practicing. So sign up for the newsletter below, subscribe for my videos above. Check out the next video. Number 4 is going to be great for supports and resistances. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.